Hello students, today we'll start a new chapter number 4, The Red Trap by Selma Lagerlöf. First, let us know something about the author. Selma Lagerlöf was born in Sweden. She became a teacher in 1885 and she had been writing poetry ever since she was a child, but she did not publish anything until 1890. Her stories have been translated into many languages. So this chapter, Red Trap, it is also written about changes in human nature, or how love and understanding can change human nature. The theme or you can even say the message. The Red Trap provides a glimpse into human nature. It emphasizes the fact that everybody has essential goodness deep inside, which can be awakened through love and understanding. At times, due to circumstances and situations, a person kills his conscience, but the same man, when bestowed with love and affection, exhibits a totally different side of his character. So this is what is there in this chapter. This is actually the central message. Now let us do this chapter point wise. Okay, so once upon a time there was a man who went selling small red traps of wire. He made those red traps himself. The business was not profitable, means he was not getting any profit. So he has to resort to begging and petty thefts. His clothes were in rags, means torn, and his cheeks were sunken, and hunger gleamed in his eyes. His life was sad and monotonous. The next point is, the whole world are red trap. This is what he actually got an idea about. The whole world a red trap. Now, one day the peddler was struck with an idea. The whole world was nothing but a big red trap. Its only purpose was to set baits for people. Anyone who lets himself tempted by the baits of riches, joys, wealth, the red trap closes on him, and then everything comes to an end. The world has never been kind to that peddler. It gave him joy to think ill of it. Okay. The next point is generous old crofter. Now, one dark evening, the peddler was wandering along the road and he knocked at the door of a little grey cottage. An old man, he greeted him. He came outside. He was happy to get someone to talk to in his loneliness. He served him supper and the peddler played Mijolis, a game, with him until bedtime. Okay. Now the next point is peddler steals. So the old man, means the generous old crofter, he went to the window later on after playing early in the morning. He took down a leather pouch which hung on a nail in that window frame or window pane, you can say. He picked out 3 10-kroner notes. Kroner is the currency, kroner banknotes, and he held them up before the eyes of his guest, the peddler. Then he stuffed those 3 10-kroner notes back into that pouch. The next day, both men left the cottage at the same time. But half an hour later, this peddler, the red trap seller, he stood again at the window. Okay, he smashed the pane and got hold of that pouch. He took the money and thrust it into his pocket and he hung the peddler pouch again back to its place and ran away from there. Now next point is trapped in the forest. Now as he had taken the money from there, with the money in his pocket, he felt quite pleased. Okay, with his smartness, that I have been very smart that I have stolen. It was not safe to walk on that public highway because he was having the worry that he will be caught. He turned off the road into a dense forest. Later in the day, he lost his way in that forest. It was a big and confusing forest, and to him the whole world now appeared to be a big rat trap. Now his turn had come. Okay, he had let himself be fooled by a bait of 10 kroner notes, and he had been caught. Darkness was already descending over the forest. Finally, when he saw no way out, he sank down, tired on the ground. He was tired to death. But soon he heard the sound of hammer strokes coming from an iron mill. So he gathered all his strength and dragged himself towards it. So today in this class we will be doing up till this. Next we will continue it. Okay.